Dave Sauer. How many of you like yard sales? I love yard sales. I have gotten so many things from yard sales that I never knew I needed. I once found a cremation urn at a yard sale that was shaped like a little beer keg. I bought it from my Uncle Irv. Now he keeps my Aunt Ann in the refrigerator next to the real one. There's probably some things that you shouldn't get at yard sales, though. Used mattresses, secondhand underwear, and toothbrushes top the list. And parasails. I learned that one the hard way. Some years back, at my height of yard sailing days, I was at a redneck yard sale. Those are the best kind, because rednecks get all kinds of really cool stuff that they don't know what to do with, and eventually sell it because they need money to go to more yard sales. This guy had a nice blue plastic tarp spread out on a dead lawn, and next to the piles of underwear and bags of toothbrushes was this nylon duffel bag. I asked the guy, we'll call him Bubba, "What's in the duffel bag?" He said, "Son, that's a parasail." I said, "Parasail?" He goes, "Yeah, it's a big parachute thing. Drag it behind a ski boat, long rope, and you go up in the air and you fly behind it." That sounds like a lot of fun. How much for that parasail? So, well, I got it from a guy that owed me money. He said it was worth $1,500. He never used it. And I've never used it. I'm selling it today for $200. I said, $200? $1,500 parasail? I never knew I always needed one of those. "You got the directions?" "No, never flew the thing. I don't have any directions." I go, "I'll take it." So, load that thing up. 3 weeks later, my wife and some friends were at the lake, and I'm strapped into this thing because I'm the crash test dummy. Now, this barely used parasail turns out to be a 1969 Vietnam-era round Army parachute that's been modified with some slots cut in it to let the air through, and 300 feet of nylon ski rope line. We got it tied up to my buddy's boat that he bought at a yard sale. In fact, we painted that on the back, yard sale. I'm strapped into this thing. I got one friend who's holding the chute open on this side, another friend holding the chute open on this side, and I'm in the middle. And the plan was, take out the slack, and when I say go, ease me up into the air. So that's what we did. Took out the slack, go, right into the lake. I about drowned. It pulled me right in there like a torpedo. That's what happened on the second attempt, and the third. By then, we were gathering a crowd. And there was a boat out there that was a nice bigger boat that probably got at a real boat store. And they said, "It looks like you need more power. You want us to try?" And I said, "Yes." So we tied up that line to their boat. And I said, "Okay, now this time that easing up, we're going to scrap that plan. It didn't work. So take out the slack, and when I say hit it, give it everything you got." So that's what happened. Took out the slack, hit it, and whoop, whoop, 3 steps, and I'm up in the air. It's pulling hard. I'm climbing fast. I'm holding on for dear life. I'm screaming like a little girl. And I couldn't believe how high up I'm getting in this thing. I mean, 300 feet of line takes, it's like, and I was, the adrenaline and my heart, and the people down there looked real far away, and I started to settle down a little bit and catch the view, and I started to wonder if the reason that my trunks were wet was from the drowning experience I had earlier, from the fear and excitement. Well, about the time it started to get kind of fun, we ran out of lake. They had to turn, and the result of that turn was their slack in the line, and the wind shifted, and all of a sudden, the parachute just collapses, and I'm falling out of the air. Like this, and I'm screaming like a little girl again. Ah! And it is near-death experiences, if you've ever had one, everything slows down, right? And I could see the people in the boat going, "Oh, we need more power." And I hear and the boat takes up the slack, and it fills the chute, and it flings me underneath this thing like a little rag doll. I'm holding on for dear life, but I don't have any springs left. So it's just... Finally, and it was right about then that I realized we hadn't really discussed how to land it. Now, I later learned that you just cut the engine and you float softly into the lake, but we didn't know that then. So they slowed down to about 20 when I torpedoed into the water. And now they're dragging me through the water, and the parachute's filling up with water, and it's like pulling me the other way, and I think I'm going to drown. I think I'm going to die. I survived the thing, I'm going to drown. I reach up, they have these little quick disconnect things, like pop, and it releases me, and I pop up like a little cork, right? And I've only been swimming since I was a little kid, but I had forgotten how right then. And I'm dog paddling like this. I'm dog paddling to the shore, and I'm just like... I get up onto the... And I go, I'm alive. It's my lucky day. My wife comes to my side. She goes, "You okay?" I go, "That scared the crap out of me." I never went up in that thing again. And if you all aren't doing anything tomorrow, we're having a yard sale. A barely used parasail and some lightly yellowed swim trunks.